Welcome to Financial Accounting for Class 11. So, in the next upcoming videos, I will be dealing with Class 11 syllabus, ISC, and CBSC that I would like to give to students before you start your accounting journey. Don't get intimidated. It's all very application oriented accounting. If you understand the logic and the concept, then whatever question that you get in your exam will just be application based. So rather than buttifying or rote learning concepts or problems, I knew people who would I knew people who would learn problems by heart, like the workings of it. But it gets much more easier if you actually understand what you are learning. So, with that, let's get started. Introduction to Financial Accounting. Accounting is very ancient, and you can find mention of it in the Vedas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. It is believed that the double entry bookkeeping system was widely used in Italy in the 14th century, and Fra Luca Pacioli is credited with developing this system. The development of accounting is owed to the fact that owners are different from managers. Owners provide capital for businesses and they appoint managers to manage their business. How do the owners maintain control over their business? Through these accounts. Management is expected to provide owners in a timely manner reports on how the company is performing and how the business is doing, what is the revenue, what are the expenses, what are the losses. And that is where and precisely how and why accounts has developed to the extent that it is today. We commonly come across terms like bookkeeping, accounting, accountancy. They all they all look similar but have very nuanced differences. Bookkeeping, for instance, it is the art of recording business deals in a set of books. Very simple. But accounting also involves recording transactions in books of accounts, but it has one more step in which the information that has been recorded in the books is summarized and communicated. Summarized, interpreted, and communicated to the users. That entire process is accounting. Only recording the transaction is bookkeeping. Accountancy, on the other hand, it refers to this. Accountancy, on the other hand, refers to the systematic knowledge of accounting. It explains how to deal with various aspects of accounting. It tells us how and why to maintain the book. Let's next dive into the process of accounting. How does this happen? What are the steps? So, in any accounting process, step number 1 involves identifying financial transactions or an event. Financial transactions or events are occurrences which make a difference in the financial position of the business. So once you have identified such a transaction, we record it. We record the transaction in our books. Now what books, you may ask? The first entry book is called the journal, in which all transactions are primarily recorded in the first instance. And we have subdivisions of the journal like cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, bills payable, bills receivable, journal proper. In the class 11 syllabus, we will in detail be dealing with each and every aspect of the accounting process, from identifying transactions till communicating to the user. Now, once we have recorded our transaction in our primary books, which is the journal, we will next classify that information into our ledgers. Ledgers is the next set of books in which all transactions of a similar nature are recorded in one place. Once we have our information of the ledger, we summarize it. We have all our ledger balances of each and every account. We have cash accounts, we have bank accounts, land account, receivables accounts, payables account. So we take all those balances and we put that up into a statement, which is called the trial balance. Then the balances from the trial balance is then used to prepare the profit and loss and the balance sheet of the company. Profit and loss shows how the company has performed in that particular accounting period, and the balance sheet shows what is the position of the company. How many assets does it own? What is its once our final accounts are prepared, the next step is to analyze and interpret this data. How has our performance been over the years? Have we improved, or is there any cause for concern? Is there any scope for expansion? This information is then interpreted, analyzed, and then communicated to the users. Users of accounting information are again of two kinds. We have internal users and external users. Internal users include the owners of the business. They are the ones who contribute capital into the business, and they are the ones who are taking on the maximum risk. They have an interest in knowing how much profit their business is generating. The next set of internal users are the management. Management is normally separate from the owners. They make extensive use of accounting information for decision making, such as determining selling price, cost control and reduction, investments into new potential projects. And the last set of internal users are our employees. Usually in any company, employees are entitled to bonus at the year end. And that bonus is again linked to the profit earned by the enterprise. If the company has earned a good profit in that accounting period, only then it will be in a position to pay bonus to their employees, right? So therefore, employees also are interested in the financial statements. In the external users of accounting information, we have banks and financial institutions. Now, they are a very essential part of any business as they provide loans. Naturally, they want to know and watch the performance of the business. What progress is it making? Is the loan issued by them secure? Will they be able to recover the money that they have lent? Our next set of users are investors and potential investors. Investment involves risk, and investors don't have direct control over the business affairs. They only rely on the accounting information, and thus this information is most vital to them. They see the earning capacity of the enterprise, its financial performance, and the safety of their investment. The next party are creditors. These are those people who supply goods and services on credit. This is a very common business practice, and suppliers usually give credit once they are satisfied about the creditworthiness of the business. Financial statements help the creditors assess the creditworthiness of the company and hence the decision on whether they can extend services or sell goods on credit. The next set is the government, the next set of users. Government makes use of financial statements to calculate the national income and other information. This information is also used by them to calculate GST or corporate tax. We next have consumers. Consumers require accounting information for establishing good accounting control so that the cost of production may be reduced, and also that will result in the reduction of the price of the product. To know that fair price has been set so that the consumer and the producer is not exploited. Public want to see the business running since it makes a good contribution to the economy in so many ways: employment to people, patronage to suppliers, etc. etc. Now in class 11 we are only dealing with financial accounting, but we also have a few other sub branches, which is one is cost accounting and the other is management accounting. Financial accounting I have already defined. Cost accounting ascertains the cost of products manufactured or the services rendered. This information is usually used by the management, and it's very important for them in decision making, in price fixation or and exercising controls. Is there any scope for reducing cost and improving efficiency? With data from cost accounting, management makes these kind of decisions. The next branch is management accounting. Now this is the most recently developed branch of accounting, and it's concerned with generating accounting information related to funds, costs and profits. We may say that management accounting addresses the needs of a single user group, that is the management. That's all for this video. Catch you in the next one.